Welcome, guys. We have hit 104 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm making a video not for 104 subscribers, but for a short story and a movie review. Let's get into it. I watched the movie Next right here. This is the movie Next. It's really a trippy movie. I love it. Let's get into it. And that movie is based off a short story by Philip K. Dick called The Golden Man. The short story is way different and is set in a futuristic world. Otherwise, the movie is set in a modern-day world with the guy that can see the future. It's a really trippy movie because I don't want to give too many spoilers, but it's this guy that can see the future, and half the movie is just the future. It's just like him seeing the future, and I'm like, it's trippy and it's really good. Like Philip K. Dick, when he wrote his short stories I think is way better than his books, because I cannot stand his books because they're just long, and it's kind of like he took an acid trip and he wrote a book, and then I'm like sitting here trying to decipher the book. With otherwise the short story, I'm trying to decipher the short story, and it feels like a little mini acid trip for me. Has good old Nicolas Cage playing Chris Johnson, aka Frank Cadillac, and he is an LA magician. Otherwise, in the short story, he is an 18-year-old kid, and his name is just Chris Johnson, and he's this kid with a special ability. And so the DCA finds him, and they do tests on him and all sorts of stuff in the novel, and it just ends at a good rate. Otherwise, the movie takes the short story, chops off a lot of stuff about the story, rewrites half the story, and then just puts it out there in a movie. I hate when they do that, but this movie, they did it for a good reason. If they had just took The Golden Man, slapped the next title over it, and put it as a movie, it would be a failure, because I tell you, the novel is just way weirder. I'll get more into the novel. The novel will take you on a little mini acid trip, so let's get into it. So the start of this novel is really confusing. It's in a futuristic world where a lot of the novel is like nuclear wars have happened. These new type of species off of radiation, like the radiation has like made humans weirder with special abilities, and these humans have babies and stuff, and then more of them, and there's different types of groups of these mutants, and there's one mutant that we just focus on, and his name is Chris Johnson, 18-year-old teenager, and he has an ability to see the future, and his family and the DCA comes, and his family the DCA takes his family, and they take him. And so, yes, the DCA takes Chris Johnson, does a bunch of tests on him to see if he can actually predict the future. And then this woman named Elenis breaks him out of this prison thingy, and he runs away into the story. Now, the short story and the movie are really good, but the movie's better. So watch the movie first and then read the story if you want to. Bye. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check out my other videos of gaming, reviews, and other stuff, and short films that I've done.